You're rocking with the Meet the Neighbors podcast, powered by Rents Due Entertainment Co.
Hey, but what are we going to do now if we don't have Drake?
We have Drake.
Dismantlement of Drake.
Drake just, you know,
Avengers,
Drake just needs to
I
retire.
hope she calls
like
Kendrick
he
Lamar.
Drake just needs to retire. The thing is, with the audio,
Retire?
because I don't have my board.
Drake retiring is crazy.
Drake said he was retiring though, and then he
Yeah.
came back out and gave us scary
You guys are
hours.
pushing him to retirement.
I can just start on the beat.
He needs to chill. I just think he needs to chill for a second.
You got plans.
I just think he needs to chill for a second.
Wait, are
right?
we recording?
I think if Drake chills right now, two things can happen. It could either be a good thing, or I feel like his credibility might fade away. Like we might look at Drake, like he might get Ja Ruled.
But what
Like,
credibility?
What if Drake
though?
gets Ja
Nah,
Ruled?
no will, bro. No way, bro.
Crazy.
Drake ain't never getting Ja Rule, dog.
Yo, like to where Drake he can't rap no more. He only has to does pop.
Ain't
and,
no
like,
way.
Sing and shit, bro.
But if you really
That
look,
would be crazy.
and even looking back at that,
Who's
that's
gonna collab with him now? Like,
Nah, it's not even
rapper,
that.
like-
But that's stuff because 50 Cent shamed Ja Rule about
Yeah.
singing and rapping just for him to start singing and rapping.
Yeah.
50 Cent can't take you to the candy shop.
He just absolutely killed Ja.
Bro, he literally kicked him out the way just so he can do it. It was like only one room for one dark skinned nigga to sing and rap. So I don't know. But no, I think Drake is okay though, bro. I really don't think. I just think he has to chill
Just take a vacation.
and chill with the outfits. But that's
Yeah,
not.
the outfits have been crazy. That was a bit crazy. Well, shit, man, let's get this shit popping.
Meet.
Meet the Neighbors podcast, episode 32. Episode 32. We in this bitch back together.
Okay, cool.
It's been we had a little hiatus, little break. We back, episode 32. I'm your host, Greenie. Sitting next to me, my brother, my co-host.
It's your boy FTK in the building. What's good? What's good? What's
Yes, sir.
good?
Behind the boards.
Got the boy Track. What's good? What's good?
And we got the homies in the back as usual. Justin's here, Pam's here, Shamar's here. Pam, say what's up real quick.
Hey.
And we got our special guest in the building. The homie came by.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
The one, the only Eli Hawkins.
What it do?
Say what's up, Eli. Tell the people what you do, who you are, what you've been up to these days.
Man, I like making my ideas come to life and connecting the dots. We out here. Shouts out to Jose, Rents Due, Meet the Neighbors podcast, the
Yes,
whole
sir.
gang.
Shout out to Nomi Village.
Yeah, shout out to Nomi Bliss.
Yes,
What you
sir.
talking about? Catch me there on Saturday for Sexy Saturdays, you heard?
My dog, DJ FCK,
You dig what I'm
bringing
saying?
the vibes.
If anybody hasn't been to Nomi Village yet, we out there. You out there in North Miami. That's Eli's shit. I'm not gonna call it a venue. It's a bunch of different shit. It's an amazing, beautiful space. It's a gigantic space.
Concerts, parties.
What do you do over there? Tell people what you do over there.
So basically, I'm honestly the quarterback. My father and my uncle and my family, they own the land. I basically manage the business, run the business for them. And I just put the place together, run the staff, handle operations, bring parties, events, different artists there, and just try to continue to connect the dots and just make sure things function and flow. But, if anything, it's just more so a platform giving people opportunities to just step up and try new things. Like our staff, our intern crew, it's a whole lot of dope people
Yeah.
that are involved in it.
And how'd that shit come about, man? Because it's a fucking big chunk of land.
Oh my
I remember when you
Big
got it,
ass.
I was not only happy for you, but I was like, damn, how the fuck Eli pull this shit off, man? It's a gigantic piece of land. It's right in the heart of North Miami. So kind of give the people a little bit of background how the idea came about and the process to actually get the land, because some people might be interested in hearing that.
Yeah, so it's a really, really long story, but
It was a short version.
just in short version, we just basically saw the spot, put a bid in it, and a year or two, we put a bid in it during COVID,
Got it.
and then after COVID, we won the bid, and now the spot was ours. But it's a really, really long story, and I will get into it
For sure.
after camera, and you kind of you're gonna laugh when I tell you the full story. I just can't say much on camera.
I think
at
I
the
know. I
moment.
think we talked about that.
We
at
did.
dinner that night.
If you know the history of South
Yeah.
Florida, this the whole story.
It is
It's
crazy.
a full circle moment.
And was
Push it to the limit.
it already a venue before, or was it empty space?
So funny enough, when we first came across the place, Uncle Luke, he was doing a Super Bowl party there.
Okay.
But my father, he has a AV company, and he did the AV for the show, and eventually ended up partnering up with Uncle Luke on the show, and after a while, we was like, yeah, what are you guys like doing with this place?
What is AV just for listeners? And for
audio,
visual.
Audio visual.
So
Got
he
it.
does all the sound, make sure the sound is right, make sure everything's booming. The tech.
He's the
techie
one.
stuff.
He's the one that told us our mics were shit.
Yeah.
So your pop's got a background. Your
Now
pop's got a
knowing
background.
that
in
your
this.
dad does a audio visual now, I'm like, yeah, he know what the fuck he talking
He
about.
definitely
I just
does.
thought he was just good
You're
at it.
like,
off
fuck
his-
this, fuck this dude, man. My mic sounds fine.
No, it wasn't even that. He came over there. He's like, hey man, I'm gonna
Yeah.
make it do what it do, but
Yeah.
yo, your mic is shit. And I was like, God damn, player.
Anybody that knows
Kept it a
my
buck.
father, he's straight to very
Your mic
blunt,
is
man.
shit. We gotta throw him away now.
But yeah, man, like that's the whole.
So Uncle Luke had the
thing.
Super Bowl party, and then y'all.
Oh
seen the
yeah,
land.
and then we saw the landing, and then we had the opportunity to put a bid on it,
Yeah.
and we won. And at the time, I was traveling back and forth from Miami and Atlanta because I was living at Atlanta around the time, working at Street Exec Studios and just like tapping in with the people out there in Atlanta. And
Yeah, when was this?
this was during COVID. This was
Oh, it was like 2020.
yeah, 2020. So
We ran
So
through
you-
them.
yeah,
We done
you
ran
know-
through them
you know-
places years ago.
Yep.
Nolan?
no, I'm probably not sure.
Nolan
I
probably
see-
fucking around ain't there no
Nah,
more.
that's 2 Chainz. He 2 Chainz engineer now.
Oh
He's
shit.
2 Chainz engineers now.
Yeah, for a couple years now, I think.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nolan.
Yeah, we used to
Presley.
go through Street Execs.
Nah.
We used to record there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Street Execs is a vibe. Atlanta itself is a vibe.
Yep.
Just honestly, like during the whole pandemic, because I know you guys throw events. Like, how was it for you guys? Like, event wise, like I felt like it was so hard to even get an event off because a lot of venues. Like,
Shit, man.
closed, bro.
Honestly, the pandemic was weird just to give people the pretense. Like I didn't even know them before the pandemic, so it was kind of just me back then. But we had a great run. 2019 was when we did Ox Wars. So like 2019, I did like our first Florida tour. I went on the road with my boy to like 13 cities on the East Coast, and then we finished off with Ox Wars with Yes Jules. And we were on. I feel like, in my opinion, I was more on fire than I'd ever been. And then the pandemic came, and it kind of just shut everything down.
Bro.
And we really didn't do another event until I relaunched Rent Stew with the website and with the content and shit. Like probably like in 2021 when I did my launch party at Velvet, and then I met them later that year. So like, to answer your question, it was just dead. Like honestly, it kind of gave me a reset though. 'Cause
Word.
during that,
I was
like
just
That's
about
what
to
the
say that.
pandemic. That's really what the pandemic
that
was
was
for
a lot
for
of bread.
people.
But I won't lie, like
Bro.
we worked back in the day, so we've been homies. I'll tell them, we've been homies for at least like 8 to 10 years now. So like back in the day when we were doing a lot of shit, I feel like we did more back then. But bro, I lost a lot of bread back then. I lost a lot of money.
Hey,
like you know what I'm saying?
Haven't
So,
we
like,
all?
Throwing shit away,
Yeah.
paying for shit.
Take a step back and be like, all right, man, like you got to figure this out a little bit differently
Yeah.
because you can't continue to lose bread. Like I had an apartment at the time, I was paying rent. I had to kind of became an adult, so it was like I couldn't keep losing bread. So it kind of gave me the reset I needed, and then we launched it back. We haven't done any big concerts like I was doing back then. It's all been the local showcases, still great, amazing events. We just kind of scaled it down a little bit and focused more on the local artists as opposed to like doing the bookings and shit like that. You know what I mean? I want to get back into it. One of the reasons why I know I'm excited to work with you again, because now we got a space, now we got a little more connections working with you. You know what I mean? And you're in the same bag as us, so I'm excited to get back to the bookings. I want to do a big concert, a banger eventually, but right now we're more focused on doing the safe house, getting that shit popping at Nomi. You know me, we just locked in the date, and we're gonna announce in a little bit. But yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
So
I
let's
think
talk
the
about
last-
this Kendrick concert, man.
Yes, let's get
You got a
it.
question?
Speaking of concerts,
I was gonna say I think the biggest one we did was at the skate park.
Yeah, the
Word,
last one
yeah,
we did was
the,
with Cochise with Adrian.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
Cochise.
that's
Yeah, that was lit.
Crazy, bro.
That was lit.
Bro, that
That
shit
shit got shut down.
That shit went
Bro.
viral. So it was on Academics,
Yeah, I
No
remember.
Jumper.
It was on Academics, No
That shit was
Jumper,
lit.
Our Generation. It was on, that shit went viral. That was like our first little mini
That
viral
was
clip.
lit.
I mean, even though we didn't get no credit.
That's what
for
I'm
it,
saying, bro. Like,
Hey, we know we was there. That's
Real
all
ones
right.
know.
We
Real
know.
ones know.
We know what the fuck going on.
It's a fact, bro.
That's all that matters, bro.
But speaking about, like you said, speaking about concerts, big moment, big shows. K. Dot,
Talk about it.
Ken and Friends, Kung
Hey,
Fu
yeah.
Kenny.
Pop out, pop out.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Woo!
Kendrick shook shit up again. What was it, last Thursday? Last Wednesday?
Last Wednesday,
Last
nigga, on
Wednesday.
the day.
Shit.
On the
Oh, it was
day.
on Juneteenth, right?
You fucking
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
It's crazy.
Nah, I was beautiful though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
It was amazing.
That was
totally
good.
It
left
was,
from
it was
Kendrick.
amazing. It was a moment.
Yeah,
It was
like
good.
totally left from Kendrick. Like to have Dom Kennedy come
Bro,
outside.
What?
Yeah.
That was like
Some of y'all might be watching, might not even know who the fuck that is, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Might not even know about that era.
You better-
Bruh,
Okay.
listen,
Run
I have,
was
you know,
crazy.
I ain't
If you're a
gonna
Kendrick
lie.
fan, you gotta know about Dom Kennedy. Bro. You gotta, unless you just rocking with Kendrick
Listen,
like the past
bruh,
5,
like-
10 years, but like 5 years, because you gotta know who Kendrick is if you know Dom
'Cause
Kennedy.
it was him. It was your J Rocks that really kind of
Yep.
was like at that time. But see, other than that though, if we talking, let's see what you know.
Yeah.
That was your Pac Div.
Pac Div.
Surf
Club.
Overdose.
Yeah. What was that other group that was out there? That
Surf
was,
Club was out there with Hit Boy,
Surf
Chasing Cash.
and Chasing Cash. Y'all
Chuck
remember that
English,
clothing? Chuck,
English.
Cool Kids. Y'all remember that?
Cool Kids from Chicago though.
They from Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, that's
But
crazy.
they was over there
They was-
on
they
the
had
West
that
Coast,
wave.
crazy.
That's what
Yeah.
they had.
They had
waving
that
out there,
sound.
but they had that
Sound,
wave, but they were
yeah.
from Chicago.
They made a clothing line called Pink Dolphin. I can never remember this dude's name.
Oh, man.
Yo.
But you remember that clothing line,
Yeah.
right? Them niggas was lit. Lil B.
Lil B.
Oh man, that was a time over there,
Casey
bro.
Veggie.
Casey
Casey
Veggie,
Veggie.
yes sir. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I
But
used to
nah,
love
Yo,
Casey
I was
Veggie, bro.
surprised he didn't perform.
I was
That's
looking for.
somebody
Yeah, I
that
was.
thought
Yeah, I was.
gonna pull up, bro.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
nah,
there's so
but-
many people that could have still
Yeah.
been there that weren't there. Like,
Facts.
but
But it's still. I think it put a battery in the West Coast back.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
I hope
think
so.
that record like just that whole thing. Larry the Clown. It was nothing but
Bro.
L.A. artists.
yeah.
All that shit. Like that whole thing was a representation for the West.
So I was gonna ask you this a little later, but let me just ask you now since we're talking about it. Is the West Coast the hottest region in rap right now? And they just revive hip hop? I mean, we never say it's actually dead, but it was things were looking bad, and this moment kind of brought
I
hip
don't
hop
know.
to the light again.
Because you know
Is
you
the
got
West the best region right now?
I'm not going.
I feel like we gotta get another hit from the West Coast, but it's definitely
They're consistent.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Like if
Do it,
anybody
right.
can snatch
Do
the
it.
sound, it's
Do
them
it.
right there.
Do
'Cause
it.
especially with Kendrick having that record and Mustard getting ready to drop another album.
Yeah.
Like they
They get that
definitely
sound
got
back
that
again. 'Cause they had a
potential to get
sound.
that
They
Yeah.
get that sound back, and that's what they do
And
when
then
they come
even
in.
that one song,
You-
Soak
Let
City,
me do it, right?
Dude,
Do
that
it.
shit
let
go
me-
crazy.
Yeah, that shit go retarded.
Yo, you play that shit anywhere, the whole party go crazy.
That's
bro.
Blueface.
That's,
I
that's
feel
a
like they
West,
never-
yeah, that's a West Coast sound.
I feel like they never lost the sound really, because you could always hear it in the beats and everything.
Yeah, they always got the sound.
Yeah.
I just think there
Now
hasn't been that
popping,
many
though.
popular artists to come from the West Coast. I mean,
yeah,
there
it's
is,
just
but
the
there's
same
not.
ones.
Kendrick is the king, is one of the biggest. He's obviously the big three, like we said. He's from the West Coast, but there's not really other artists that you can.
Roddy
put maybe in
Ricch.
the top. Roddy had his moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of people are getting slept on. Like West Side Boogie, I feel like
Yeah.
never got the
No, that's a
respect
fact.
he deserved.
Buddy.
Buddy,
I
should've
like
been
West
out
Side
there,
Boogie.
yo.
He signed to Aftermath, and that shit he hasn't really done shit since.
But
Yeah.
well, Tyler the Creator's a West Coast artist.
Nah,
It's
absolutely.
just like, I don't think he's.
They don't
the
be claiming him like that,
they don't-
though.
They don't claim him
The-
like that.
He kind
the
of
gangsters don't be
created
claiming him
his
like
own
that.
style.
I don't think he really
don't think
like
he cares,
claim.
though, 'cause
I
the
don't really
kids
think he
love
him.
claim LA
Because other
either
kids
like
love
that.
him. The kids in
That's it.
I
Cali
think
love him.
Tyler's just Tyler. Yeah, I'm from out here, but I'm really just Tyler the Creator, and I make.
Word.
And if you think
dope.
about
But
it,
you see the reaction. I'm sorry, to cut your
Yeah.
shit. You
Nah,
see
go
the
ahead.
reaction he got when he came out.
oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I
The
think
place
he's,
erupted.
And I'm not gonna
He's
hold you. I
popular.
feel like Tyler's somebody that should be in that big three conversation. I'm just
Creative
bro.
wise,
I think
yes.
he's in a- we had a
Yeah,
conversation
bro.
about a new generation.
I say
big
top
three.
10.
Big
I say
wait,
top
3
10.
is that's a stretch.
Yeah, that's
I
a
don't know about
stretch. This
three.
is still a lot of people alive.
Action when he came out and performed.
He's-
Look
Well,
at that
that's his-
demographic. Look at that
Generation
demographic
big.
though. People that was in there. Look
Yeah.
at the age group.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Because if that was a totally different event, he would have got it, but it wouldn't have been.
I don't
know. I
know.
feel like you put Tyler Creator at Rolling Loud, still getting that same reaction.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think so, yeah.
Depending on who's on that bill, with it, I can't even say that because Tyler probably wouldn't be on the bill with like a Ice Cube. Or,
I feel like Tyler Creator, even if he did Roll It
Or-
Loud in Miami,
I think
he
that's the
would still
only
get
way.
that
I think that's the only
reaction.
demographic that Tyler won't hit at is like that older
crowd.
demographic,
Yeah,
like older than
yeah.
us.
so that's what I'm saying.
Like 40s. Cause
I
like,
don't
even
really
though
think
people
there
like
was
us, we vibe with Tyler, and we're in our 30s. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like
I don't think there was a lot of people that were probably
in that
30, 35,
Yeah.
32 and up there. I feel like that was a younger crowd. So obviously, I feel like he definitely would have got that reaction. Not saying he wouldn't get that reaction anywhere,
Right.
but when we
But
start
on that
talking,
level-
when we dealing with the mute, because to go a little left a little bit, we're gonna swing it back to the concert shit. But Summer Jam, their lineups have been
New
trash
York.
for
You know, New
years.
York
anyway.
is fucking.
Nah, you ain't let me finish. Method Man and Redman performed, and Method Man made the tweet like, "Yo, I'm not coming back."
Because they
The
wasn't fucking with
generational gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that crowd that was there for Cash Cobain and them, they not there to
For
see.
Method Man.
you see how
How
they did?
high?
You see how
You
they
feel
did
me?
Kodak out there?
He performed at Summer Jam?
Yeah, they wasn't fuck with him.
Yeah, they threw a bottle at him and all that.
At
He
some-
even said, he's like, damn, I thought. He even said like, damn, I
Yeah.
thought y'all fuck with me out
Yeah.
here.
I didn't
They
even
threw a
see
bottle,
that.
hit him
What?
with a bottle, and then he was talking to the crowd like, "Yo, get that man," and nobody did it, and he was like, he walked
Yeah,
off.
I thought y'all fuck with me.
At Summer Jam?
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
I didn't hear nothing about that.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. But one thing I want to say though, Method Man and Redman should have not been on that lineup.
They should have not been on. When I seen the
That
lineup, I was like,
so
"What the fuck is
fucking-
this?"
What the fuck was that?
When I seen that lineup, I was like, "They do not fit."
Who was the
on that
headliner?
shit.
Who was the
Were
headliner?
they-
It was all
Sexy
young
Red.
niggas.
No,
Yeah.
I think they had Sexy Red. Either
Summer
Sexy Red
Jam
or
used to be
Doja
the
Cat.
concert, bro.
Cash
It
Cobain.
really did, bro. Like, but it's just like Method Man with
Yeah, they
Sexy
didn't
Red,
fit in there at
Cash
all.
Cobain.
Yeah.
Like that shit don't make no sense.
That might have been
at
kind of
all.
like their
They're trying
50
to tailor it to all demographics, but sometimes that shit doesn't work.
or that 50-year hip hop shit.
But that was last year.
Well,
Right?
Eli.
Yeah.
That mic.
Let's get back to the concert. Who are some other y'all favorite opening acts before we talk about Kendrick?
I really fuck with Jay Worthy. Jay Worthy killed his set and the whoops, that shit, bro.
Yeah, I was
like,
scared. Watch
what?
it.
I've never seen like
So many
gang
gangs.
affili- Yeah,
Yeah, shit, man, fuck
The
that.
gang
Yeah.
affiliate
So
shit
many
right
hood-ass
there on the
niggas
stage,
out there, bruh.
That shit was crazy.
That was-
I don't think
bro.
Amazon really knew what the
Like,
fuck they was getting
yo,
themselves
man,
into.
they
I
had
know
to-
Jeff
they had to know.
Bozo was looking at this shit
Jeff
like,
Bozo.
Yeah,
God
he's a
damn,
fucking
bro.
bozo. Yo, you
Jeff
right. That's his
Bozo.
name. Jeff fucking bozo. You right. Yeah, he's probably like, yo, what the fuck did I do? Hey, man, you can still be a bitch. You just rich. You
Did
still a bitch.
anybody know about? I felt like there was no promo on that.
No, they had.
Nah, it was like a good 2-3
He just
weeks.
dropped literally
Was
like,
it?
yeah, he just
Yeah.
dropped the fucking just said Ken and Friends, the date,
Oh, okay, okay.
and that's it.
I missed that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That shit came totally out
I think it's supposed to. I think that was the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like a pop up,
like just
Yeah.
pull
pop
up.
out and
They
show
show.
niggas.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bro.
Who was some of your?
Oh no, I was gonna say I just really like the fact that he just stuck to all like
All West
LA,
Coast?
yeah.
Yeah, that was
West
important.
Coast
Yeah,
artists.
just the whole
'Cause
thing.
I
Yeah.
really thought I wanted to see Keem, I wanted to see Future, I wanted to see The Weeknd.
I'm surprised they didn't bring Keem out, but
Bro.
you told me he's from
If
Vegas.
anybody,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
when he
I
said
thought
that,
was
I
from
was
LA.
like, oh shit.
So Keem is from Vegas, and it was really mainly a bunch of LA artists from all the interviews.
Didn't know
I've
that.
seen.
I feel like with Kendrick, with the Not Like Us record, I feel like that was the most LA sounding record from him. I feel like, you know what I mean?
In a minute.
Who was
Yeah,
some of your
yeah,
favorite
yeah, that's a
openers,
fact.
I just like the whole thing. It was nice to see, like you said, all of the LA people and even the songs. Like, oh my god, I forgot that song. I was a little disappointed with Ty Dolla $ign. He's like smoking too much cigarettes or something. It's like too.
No, y'all just finally realizing
No,
that he's only
he
good in the
was-
studio.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I
He
think
was
that's
not.
it.
He
I
was.
think that's
all
He's
right.
only good in the
I didn't see his
studio,
set.
No,
I
bro.
think
he
that's
was
it.
okay. I always understood that. I've
What,
been a
nothing
fan
wrong with the mic?
from
She
like
was sad.
a long
She was
time.
sad.
I was really sad, but lately it's just too raspy, even on records. And like I was just kind of like, okay.
See, girl? Yeah,
I was disappointed because
the
I really
engineers,
like.
bruh.
That's
I
what
thought
they
he
were saying.
fucking
They said
killed
the
it.
sound engineers were messing up.
Nah, it's
'cause,
bullshit. Everybody mic was good, but his.
Nah, that's how he sounded, bro. That's how he sounds in real life.
That's how he sounds.
I've seen him perform live, and but it's just a little raspier. Like I
Especially
think.
when he said that earthquake.
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
I can see that.
You know why? You know why? I seen this show on a podcast, and I kind of agree with it. R&B is ass because half of the people can't sing like that no more.
Right.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
A lot of it's the
They
mixing,
it's just the
Live,
beats
you're saying,
and,
yeah.
the production,
Yeah.
They all have one tone. They ain't hitting
And
them
then
And I'm
octaves like that
glad-
no more.
And then they really adjust that. The
In the engineer
I
aspect.
I seen a video of Giveon performing at a festival last week or whenever. That shit was amazing.
Hurt me,
Yeah.
hurt me.
It sound like Kermit the Frog.
That nigga sound like get that shit out your
Yeah,
throat.
his voice crazy.
It sound like Kermit the Frog.
Hurt me. Look at this nigga right here, man.
I was glad that he didn't bring out like the big like The Weeknd you said or even
I'm
like
glad he didn't bring out big
Kanye
niggas
or
either.
anyone else. Like I was like,
So
I'm glad he brought up.
Kanye, bro.
I'm glad
Oh
he
my
brought.
God.
So glad he didn't bring out
Who?
Kendrick.
Oh no, that I don't think that would happen. That nigga was in Paris. Anyway,
he would have had a little mama
I'm
moment.
glad. I'm glad he got Black Hippie together.
Kanye.
Yo,
I got that
yeah,
down.
that was probably my favorite moment out of the
I
entire.
wish Ab Soul would have did more, but just to see all of them on that stage together, that was fire.
That was probably the first time they've been on the stage together.
In a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
nice.
I fought with J Rock on that. J Rock killed that shit too.
I literally rewinded when I went to the store, like did Money Trees. I came back.
Yep,
rewinded.
had
I
to,
wanted
man.
to see J Rock's verse.
No, that shit was
Yeah,
hard.
one of my
That
favorite
King's
J-Rock
dad
verses.
performance was crazy too, bro. Like what?
Man, he did collard greens. That's my shit.
So so we all part of the older generation. We ain't kids, and we've been to a bunch of concerts. We throw concerts. How do y'all feel about the streaming concert shit? And do y'all with that being a thing now, do you think that's the future? And do you prefer to be at a concert, or do you not mind watching it from home.
I like it. I like to be
Yeah,
able to.
I
stream.
appreciate
honestly,
it.
I think it's very innovative, and I think it is the future. It's where things
Especially
are
with this
going.
virtual
Even with,
reality
like,
shit.
Twitch now, bro. Like you watch
'Cause-
people twitching concerts now, and I think like it just makes other people that don't have availability.
I
or
got
don't have
access.
access to it.
Yeah.
Gives them instant
I was gonna.
access.
I kind of think like the younger crowd is gonna still want to go out there and get that excitement from the show. But if you grown and you chilling, like
Exactly.
I be at the
Very
house
true,
chilling,
that's
I can
I
still
know.
really
I like
enjoy
to
that.
feel the vibration.
I feel that, but at the same time, I also think it comes down to, hey, I'm not paying $600,
That
$700
part.
for a
too.
ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think it comes down to the price
Absolutely.
and
When I
the
can watch
vibe,
this
the
shit at
vibe of
home.
the festival you're at. Because like,
Yeah.
we went to Rolling Loud 2 years ago. Like we had a good time, but I think we could speak for both of us. Like we were kind of like didn't like the vibe towards the end of it. Like we got kind of tired of the vibe.
It's just hot as shit.
Yeah,
We
it's
outside
hot.
all day.
So like
Yeah.
I prefer like to be like fuck it, let's link up at one of our cribs,
Yeah.
Watch
drink
it on
and watch
TV.
Roll Out on TV.
I've
you know
never
what I mean?
been like a huge concert person.
Yeah.
Like we've done multiple things together. You
Yeah.
know, over the years on the
Hey,
road.
yo.
On the road. Yeah.
No diddy.
you get what I'm saying. But no, we've been to multiple concerts and shit. But like. Not like as a fan type shit, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm a
I'm a
fan.
big concert
Yeah, I
person,
love. If I
and-
can go, I'm going.
It's a good
You are.
alternative when tickets are like $600, but I still want to feel the
It's the
like.
experience.
experience.
Yeah, I love loud music and I
there's
love
something about,
bands and I
live
love
instrumentation-
yeah.
Right, the live.
I don't have to be like all in there general admission, but
I
just
sit my ass
being
right in the back
yeah.
with a nice brew. As long as I can hear it. It was funny. I sent my mom to Prince to go see Prince. It was his last concert before
shit.
he died.
Wow.
Yeah, I came to Baltimore.
Damn, that's legendary.
The tickets went on sale that day, and
How much were they?
I paid $25. That's all I could afford.
Wow.
That's all I could afford. And that's all that was there.
But this how
And she
cheap it
sat the
was.
fuck up top, and I said, "Ma, I love you. I was able to get you these tickets." She was like, "Baby, I don't give a fuck. I
Seeing
could be
Prince.
sitting on the roof, nigga,
Right.
as long as I'm
Going
there."
to
And
see
it was crazy.
Prince.
She went. She had a good time, and he did the show twice. He did an encore. He did the show one time. Everybody
Wow.
was standing ovation for like 20 minutes. He came back out and did a whole fucking another
A whole-
2-3 hours
Damn.
of the same set, and then like maybe not even a month,
He
he
announced
was
it.
dead.
Oh wow.
Oh shit, he was dead.
So just to go back with the whole,
Yeah,
sometimes people
just gotta be. Sometimes you just gotta be there. Depending
Yeah,
on the
bro.
artist, there are some artists that aren't good live. I've had those
Ty Dolla
experiences.
Sign.
I think the big thing is
Summer
is the
Walker.
money too. I'm not because you spending all this money on a ticket, then you go there if you want to have a drink.
Pre-game,
You know,
drinks,
Yeah.
it's like
Uber.
It
Yeah,
just.
you gonna spend that
Yeah, it's
money
not what
going to a
it's what
It's
it
the
used to be.
experience.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
why it's got to
experience.
be worth it.
But
Like it's got to be a good artist.
I guess that's why the streaming is so important for people like they like to go, and then for people,
People that
like
don't.
To, yeah,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And then for the ones that, damn, I can't afford it.
And you know what I like about the streaming as well is you can actually see like the production a little better.
Yeah.
For them to
That's
be
what
doing
I'm
that
saying.
shit
I'm not
live
gonna
like
hold
that,
you.
that's hard.
That's one thing that I just as someone at those concerts, I look into that whenever I go to a show. I'm like, damn, like I wonder how much the production
Yeah.
costs just to even do this.
It's
'cause, like,
big.
Wow, wow,
that
wow.
shit is
The
That
panning
was
in and
good.
out and,
and the way
stuff.
they're editing it live.
Yeah,
like,
that shit hard,
switching
bro.
cameras.
Sometimes I don't even listening to the music. I'm just looking at like the fucking.
How they
production.
doing that?
How
The
they-
the screens, the pyro.
Who does
all
that
Yeah.
shit? Who need to do that shit? How you do that shit?
Yeah.
I catch myself at concerts. I went to go see SZA, and I was like kind of on the side, and she had the stage like cut off towards the back. I had nobody sitting there, so I was able to kind of see all
Behind
the production
the
side of
scene,
stuff. I caught myself staring at that
more than
her.
yeah.
Yeah.
watching them do the wardrobe change or them switching the set around, or if I ever have an opportunity to sit behind the boards where people do the lights and the audio, I'm looking at what the fuck he doing and all that other shit.
Yeah.
But nah, that shit is fire, bro. But to talk about that and to know that Kendrick did every single song for an hour and a half with no
With
back
no
vocals,
and didn't miss a word.
Yo.
and it sounded amazing, going back to AV, is wild to me.
Yeah, no, it
That
was
616 in the LA performance was crazy. It sounded just like the record. When he performed that first verse, bro, I got chills watching it and
Yeah.
listening to it because I was like, yo, it sounds just like
He came out to
it's on the
Euphoria.
record,
The way
bro.
even his
Yeah.
cadence in Euphoria
Mhm.
was just perfect. He hit that
And
shit
he'll
perfectly.
manipulate the cadence and the way he'll deliver it, or he'll say it a certain way, and I think that's all about just like breath control and shit.
Yeah.
But like
Mhm.
he's still giving you
the actual
no-
song.
the whole shit with no and memorizing all of
And that's
that.
one thing
I
I,
was-
love because I've seen Young Thug perform, and I get it. Young Thug has a million fucking songs, and he's probably hard to
Drake
remember.
got
his
back
shit.
vocals.
But Young Thug literally only fucking
Said
does
a few
like
word-
a
every other
couple
word.
bars, and he goes to the next song. He does like 100 songs in a set, not 100, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you don't. He does like a couple bars. You
Yeah.
right when you get into the song, he probably forgets it. Next song, next song, next song, next song. So like
Yeah,
seeing
I thought-
Kendrick do that, perform the whole entire
Whole
song,
shit,
majority of
bro.
it, word for word.
with no
Like,
water.
yeah.
I
No
ain't see that
water.
nigga get a sip of water.
Yo.
Not one fucking time in that set, bro.
hot as fuck up there.
He had to.
After
With
what
the
the
pyros, yo.
After what that nigga wore at Rolling Loud,
It wasn't even sweating
Shit.
though. It didn't even look like he was sweating.
Well, they
That's
say
crazy.
he
You gotta
works
be a
out,
vegan.
so he's probably in good shape.
Yeah, but I'm talking about with a hoodie and a fire. That fire be fucking hot
Yeah.
right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
like-
Burning.
Yeah, for sure.
What y'all think about his set? Like that, like
I
the
was
songs
tough.
big.
I wanted a few more hype songs. I'm not gonna hold
I
you.
wish
I want
wanted
some
more old
B-sides.
cuts.
Yeah,
I
I
want
wanted
some
some of the
B-sides.
old
He did a lot of
stuff.
hits.
I wanted him to perform that one black hippie song "Where You At." I think.
or
that's
even
the name.
Vice City. I would have took
Something.
it off J Rock album. I would
Bro,
have took
right.
anything. They could have
Boy,
did You Ain't Know It. They
bro,
could have took.
right.
They really could have did a whole hour set with just black.
What
hippies
song
if
he
they
do with
really
Absol?
wanted to. He did the
he-
verse.
first verse of 616.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
think that was
It should did
think-
turn me up.
yeah.
No,
I think he
that's
did.
way back
Yo,
when.
that would have been crazy.
Way back when. It's like 15
Yeah.
years old.
But nah, that shit, man, that shit was fire,
I
bro.
think overall, yeah, it was
That shit was
top
fire,
notch.
bro. And I know a lot of people it's like, oh, everybody's only coming together because they're dissing Drake. I'm like, this ain't even got nothing to do with this nigga at this point, dog.
That's what
This
I'm
is
saying, bro. That shit.
not. This is just a good ass song.
This had nothing to do with Drake.
It's an anthem
yeah,
now,
it's really
bro.
more so about the West Coast. I feel like it's just bringing the
Being
entire
everybody
West
come
Coast
together finally, bro.
Is it a good moment because of what's happening between him and Drake? Yeah, of course. And that's just
Something
him
has to
being
be the
strategic and him
common
being smart,
denominator,
standing
bro.
on the highest moment. But like,
Yeah.
I don't think that shit had anything to do with Drake. Of course, you gotta do Not Like Us a bunch of times. You gotta stay on the beef. But like overall, I think
What
it was
about-
more about the West Coast, not about him and
I
Drake.
think it was better than the Super Bowl halftime with Snoop and all them.
Word.
Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
think it was better than
Oh,
that.
it was.
Yeah.
It
That
was
was
more,
his.
but it was
Yeah.
more authentic. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, they could only do so much at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
But
yeah.
the thing about it is how it was so great is it was so simple,
Mhm.
but it was still just great.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't a whole like. I mean, it wasn't nothing too crazy. I mean, as far
No,
as
everyone
That's what
just
unity and
literally just showed
organization
up.
looked like.
Yeah.
Y'all heard them. They did the
Yes.
rehearsals.
Yeah,
Shamar said they
did
rehearsed
the
day
day
before.
They ain't had no
Yeah.
smoke. Crazy, bro. But to know that, like, because I don't really know nothing about gang culture and shit.
Oh,
right?
I do.
So,
I love it. It's so
I know
good.
hey, when you edit this shit, you gotta put the
No,
you gotta
do
put the
not.
pick
I
up,
don't
bro.
want any
I was
problems.
gonna do that shit without already, but I know how.
No.
obviously
Well,
it
nah, I
can
can't.
be.
Yeah,
But
you
if-
fuck
if
around
it was
and get
any
fired.
one of us,
Yeah,
Fuck
that
that
shit
around,
shit
get
already
me
in there, bro.
fired.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up, bro. We can put a shiesty mask on. I don't know, but anyway,
Go
Oh
ahead.
my god, I had never. Bro, that shit is.
I don't know
hilarious.
shit about gang culture, but for me, it's like when I see red, I just feel like all y'all motherfuckers together.
Right.
So
No.
to know that y'all all could be wearing the same color, but be from different sections or different hoods or different blocks,
Yeah.
and don't fuck with each other or
Yeah.
don't even connect, that's weird to me.
Because it's
So
more
to
of
see
a
that-
like an umbrella term, right? And so then there's
Well,
like
the
branches
gangs
off of
originally
it.
started like in certain neighborhoods to group up and like really defend themselves.
defend
and stick
themselves
up
from the
together.
police,
Yeah.
not from each other.
So it was different neighborhoods that would
Sorry.
come together. You know,
But even so, like, I mean, when I used to really follow it, it was more like it was rough. Like that would never happen. Like 20, 30 years ago, like all on stage and no one getting hurt. Like was not.
Oh hell no!
No.
I would say
You killed my cousin 3 years ago, nigga. Come here.
Yeah,
You
so
gotta-
that was
fake.
legendary. That
Well,
was
I'm more
interesting to
surprised
watch.
or more impressed that the crowd didn't have any issues. You know, people drinking and shit, and then after the show, you know,
Yeah, everybody did
lets
go
out-
home peacefully.
Yeah,
No fights
But
break
don't
out.
I feel like
I'm sure some shit must have happened after. Like,
Yeah, I think we would've heard about it.
Gang members, all different
Nah,
people.
I
some
think
is-
everything
I think we
in
would have
the-
heard about it.
Nobody got hurt because I think everybody came back together the
And
next
did
day
the,
for
the video shoot,
Yeah.
bro.
Which
Trust
is
me, bro.
crazy.
A nigga moment on Juneteenth, that shit is making headlines,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
I
I
was
don't
honestly-
think it happened.
I like how diverse the lineup was, bro.
Yeah.
I did not expect Tyler Creed. I did not expect
Nah.
Steve Lacy.
Yeah,
was
that
crazy.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
surprised
Dom
that.
Kennedy,
Yeah.
that was crazy,
Job did good too, man.
bro.
Mustard did a good job.
Yeah, Mustard set was
Mustard set
definitely
was
a
lit.
highlight of the
oh,
night,
that was
bro.
good. I really liked that.
Tony
And-
the Clown.
And for
Wow.
whatever, and if you, because I
Yeah.
ended up downloading some of those songs
Mhm.
from some of those artists that were in the beginning
Mhm.
that we really didn't know. But one thing I seen, though, I was like, nah, this is a West Coast thing.
Yeah.
No matter how many people were in that crowd at that time, when whoever artist went,
They're vibing.
they was vibing. They
Oh,
knew
yeah.
the words. They was
Oh
dancing.
yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to LA. Have you guys ever been to LA?
Yeah, I've been
I just
to
went-
LA.
Not like that.
Listen,
Crazy.
they play the like only LA artists on the radio all the time, all day long. Like there's no way like they weren't gonna feel that. Like that was perfect for them. I thought it was great.
Sometimes you just gotta do it for yourself. Ain't nobody else
Yeah.
gonna do it
If
for
you
you.
guys can see an artist from like Florida doing that, who would you want to see? Like put that.
Oh
together?
man,
Or not
Kodak.
even. Let's say Florida and Atlanta. Like
It had to be Kodak for down here. It had to be
Kodak.
Kodak.
Kodak, right?
But I don't think Kodak's on that shit like that.
You're
I
right.
think Kodak just can't care about Sniper Gang
I
and
don't
his
fuck
homies
with
and that
y'all,
shit.
man. I can see
Well,
it
I'll tell you
now.
one thing though, who would have done it? Rest in peace, because his
XXX?
anniversary. He would.
Yeah.
X.
He would have already
X
been
would
done it.
definitely-
And that go
yeah.
back.
So,
I wish
that's
Nipsey
a
was
fact.
there.
He was
too,
making
though.
that turn.
Yo, Nipsey was the missing piece in that.
Yeah.
That was the only
bro.
thing.
They
Yep.
gave him a tribute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Kendrick did for sure.
Yeah.
But nah, X would have definitely held that down.
X
That
had
would've
like
been
such a
dope to
cult
see.
like following, bro.
Yeah.
But then I started noticing the transition and who he was. Me, and I think at the time when X popped up, I was living in Savannah, Georgia, so I'm catching it a little late and shit. But his music changed,
Yeah,
Oh,
it started
over
He changed
time.
as a person, bro. He was a wild boy.
and I
He
started
was
seeing him
a
change
bro.
as a person and shit.
He probably fucked up a couple of Eli's events back in the day.
Bro, definitely the
He used to
few,
fuck-
bro.
he used to go to events. He was always
Fucked up
super
a lot
cool,
of
but he was
shit.
just a hothead.
Yeah.
But rest in peace to him. He was a great artist, but he would go to events and he would
I think-
start fights, start shit. But he
I thi-
changed.
I think he was.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
started
was
talking-
growing,
he's talking-
maturing.
That shit.
when he passed, he was definitely a different person. He wasn't
Yeah,
on
he was
that
talking
shit
that
like
Shonen records too.
But when he
Yeah,
came
yeah.
out and he was on that shit, that's what made him so popular, because he was so polarizing, bro. It was
Yeah.
like, who's this fucking little fucking
Kinky
kid
With no
making this
eyebrows.
music, fucking
Just
fighting
going
everywhere.
crazy.
Like his first viral song for "Look at Me" was literally him choking this dude out from, and it was literally a fight that he got in an
Yeah.
event where he
Yep.
kicked this kid's ass, choked him out, and went viral, and he used it as a cover art.
It's crazy.
And like it was just going like crazy around local streets, like, oh, X got into a fight, and then that shit just went off. So
That's
it was
wild.
nuts. But when he died, he was definitely on like the more
He was
positive
different.
shit.
Yeah, he was
definitely on positive.
changing. He was.
Yeah. So
Right.
R.P. to X, man.
Yeah, I think.
What
I,
about Atlanta? On my fault, bro.
no, I was just gonna say. Yeah, I was just to sum that up. I think Kodak.
I'm trying to think of who else.
Who would be an Atlanta artist to
Miami.
bring everybody together?
But if you look at what Ross is kind of doing with the car show,
I would say
Oh, yeah,
is,
Ross-
like-
on that scale, but he brought out. I think he brought out. I want to say like 5,000.
5,000 people, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, at his last car show,
Mhm.
that's still a decent amount.
But
of
he's not
people,
really
you know
doing
what
it
I'm
like the
saying?
way like how you said, like putting on Florida artists.
Yeah.
He's doing that
Yeah.
more for his
And that's-
his
and
own
that's
personal-
their- yeah.
That's for himself and his
Yeah.
business.
Cars and
his
shit.
cars. I mean, I'm sure
But
if he had his big ass house
Atlanta
down here, he would
artists,
do it down
though?
here, but
If Thug get out, Thug could do
Yo,
that.
Thug, yeah. Yeah,
If
honestly, or
and
Future.
when he gets out, I think he'll definitely do something like that.
Yeah.
I think that Atlanta would just come together for him. They might
Yeah.
even do something
That's a
just
fact.
for
I
him.
think what's
Not
tough with
knocking.
Atlanta is like there's not one person in Atlanta you
There's-
can put your finger
yeah,
on.
there's
like
too many
Kendrick.
people.
Like there's too many kings of Atlanta. Like there's
Future
not
for
one.
sure.
Yeah.
What about
Who's,
20?
who's the head of
Yeah.
Atlanta? Who's the hottest artist in
Right,
Atlanta?
because
Future.
Gunna's killing it right now.
Because Gunna is killing it. And
Yeah.
Gunna, I would probably say,
I'd
is
say
the
Gunna
hottest artist
right now.
bruh.
What
Future
do we
is
say about
definitely up
21
there, too.
Savage?
Nah.
Nah.
I don't think 21 get it like that.
No?
I don't know.
Nah.
Well, I
I'm
don't
not
think
saying 21 ain't
21
that,
hard,
but
But he's on Drake
What-
coattail right now,
what
so
Gunna
that's
is
why I
doing-
can give him that.
even after everything that has
Yeah.
taken place and all the accusations everybody try to put on Buddy, he's still putting out that shit. And him and Offset together, that might be the new Migos, man. We can talk about that
That
another time.
was,
The
a, that was
new
a
Migos?
crazy collab, bro.
They dropping another one,
Yo.
and that shit sound crazy as
Wow.
fuck. But nah, but like you said though, there's too many
Yeah.
people in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
But
Might even be too many people in Florida
Word.
to
Mm.
choose from to give him that torch.
Not this is.
Currently-
I don't
Like-
think
Nah.
Florida
Are we
has
saying-
anybody right
Yeah.
now that's holding the torch.
Are we
If
saying-
you're gonna
Because
give
the
someone
people that
torch,
are
it's
here
gotta be
don't,
Kodak,
they
but-
dip.
But the thing
Kodak
about
don't even want
Florida,
the torch, I
I'll
don't
say
think.
though, is we're starting to get a lot of bubbling acts like this.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
the way for
Yeah.
like the Boss Man D-Lo,
Yeah.
the Low
Yeah.
Shimmy, bro, who else? You got Lil Tyler, bro, like the Wiz,
Mhm.
like bro,
Wiz
it's so many like
Shit,
different
B.O.P.
sounds.
kosher.
Yeah,
Don't
bro.
don't
Hey,
push out
listen.
that shit, dog.
Culture.
I'll never forget the
Killing
first time
it,
I
bro.
seen
I'll never
him,
forget that.
bro.
I'll never forget that
Bro.
night, Fats. I'll never forget that night.
And what I say to you,
The Revolution show.
You said he called it.
I called
You
it,
called
bro.
it. You said he's got to dress better, but that motherfucker's smart. He can rap his ass off. He just needs to learn how to perform.
It was
He
at the
needs to dress
Den. They
That's
had
literally
grind,
it.
had grind
Yo,
mode. Grind
what?
mode
It
was
was at the Den.
was
That's
the Den.
crazy.
was headlining the
better.
shit,
Then had
Damn.
grind mode, and then
and it was in the back.
bro. He had like no one there. He was like the fucking.
He
like,
went up there. He
Yeah.
had the wicks. He wicks and shit.
Everybody's looking at him weird.
And then
Right.
that shit. And
When
then,
it was
and
Don
how-
walked right over to that. I said, "Hey, bro, listen, bro. I wanted him to wear the Jewish shit.
Yeah.
Like if he would have came out with the black and white on, with the
Yeah.
yeah and me, and not even on no gimmicky shit, but because he really be spitting that shit. But like
He tough.
he tough though. So
and
now
then
he
he,
dope.
and then he
He
blew
spit in
like
the
right
Torah.
after that.
Nah, he blew it right after that shit. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck,
Literally right after that shit.
fuck.
Should have fucking
That's
booked him.
crazy. That's why I say like, I don't know. I feel like eventually, probably next year or two, Florida would definitely have a bunch of artists where they can do that.
You think the way it's coming back?
I feel like it's a whole different type of like wave. It's definitely not what we like.
I was gonna ask you,
Because
can you
music's
ever
so
see
different
going back
now.
to what we experienced when we were younger?
Nah,
Those days?
I just think like yeah and no. I feel like it's too much of a melting pot, and I feel
Yeah.
like the
There's a
stuff
lot of
that
people
we
here ain't
came
from here.
up on isn't what's as like
Popping
what
right
is-
now.
What's holding the torch? What represents the Florida?
And you know what's
sound.
crazy too is that you're from here. Like I always feel like people say like there's no unity down here, but I feel like the most unity we had was back then.
Hell yeah.
And the biggest conversation back then was that we had no unity.
Yeah.
But looking at things how they are now, it's like everything just separated into factions now. Like we have
Exactly.
us, we have Better Days, you have people in Miami, you got a bunch of things, bunch of different companies you can call out. But like back then, like when X was performing, when Ski was performing, when Purple was performing, Pump was performing, that's where everybody was at.
Yeah.
There was no question about, or when you guys were doing X Lace and you guys had what was it? CD1,
CD,
CD,
yeah.
oh wait, CD5. Like CD5 was a moment.
Yeah.
Like that's where everybody was at that weekend. There was no The Void. There was nothing else to do other than that. You don't really have that no more.
But I ain't gonna lie, like in the past 10 years I've been down here, I really seen like being in Florida for 10 years, I really seen the rise of it. Like, you know, especially I would say like Broward too. Broward's
Right.
like
That's where
Broward's
it's
really
at.
coming up.
Yeah.
And I fuck with Florida music, man. It's different, the lingo, everything.
And-
So it's got a lot of potential.
And you know, I just feel like right now Broward kind of has like that sound. Like Broward has the torch for it, but it's like it's really like it's scattered around. Like
I wanna
Florida
see
got a lot of different
I
sounds
wanna
though,
see
because
Shimmy
I
get
ain't
that
even
shot.
know D-Lo was from
He's from Palm
Florida.
Beach. Yeah.
I ain't know
I
he's
look
from
it up
Florida.
either. I can't remember what city.
Shit's
It's some city in
crazy.
Palm Beach. I
He
never
don't
heard
sound
of.
shit like Lil Shimmy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
even artists like Hot Boy, Glock 9, like it's so many
Shit,
like
Tight, I
different.
think.
Like,
I know
There's a
Tight.
lot of different sounds.
Who?
Tight.
Tight. I think I've heard of him.
I
before,
think he signed with Slip and Slide.
Bro, it's crazy.
But that's
Oh no, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
He kind of remind me of like Plies.
mhm.
But he said
Yeah.
that's his biggest like inspiration was Plies though.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't think Miami really got a sound no more though.
No,
I
we
just
don't,
think they
right?
just
No.
y'all got some really dope artists.
Yeah, and a lot
But the
of shit
West has
just-
a sound. Detroit has a sound. New York, we lost our sound.
Yeah.
Because now we
But
Doing
Oh,
the-
y'all
what
coming,
the
back-
fuck
y'all
is shit?
coming back with that whole drill type of.
But is
like,
that us or
Nah, but
is that
that's
Uh,
Chicago.
is that UK? Really though,
Damn.
because a lot of
Jay's
people
been
don't
on
talk
that
about
shit.
when
Yeah.
Boss dropped.
Yeah, that is very
Boss
true.
and he represented Queens from the jump, but his people are Nigerian. I think his people are African, Nigerian, something like that. But he had that. He was getting his beats from UK niggas.
But I feel like I also feel
And
like
I kind of started feeling the switch started kind of, your 5-year-olds and all them started coming
I feel
out.
like drill music is kind of like slowly dying though. Like I don't think it's.
I think it's just changing.
Yeah,
and that
like-
goes back to the
Yeah.
Cash Cobain and the Fisher and the.
Yeah, I think
That's drill, but it's just it got that.
that slit.
It got that whatever to
Yeah.
it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
It's smoother.
Vibe. Yeah.
It's just more chill.
And shit, we just had a Florida artist just get killed. Julio
Oh,
Fulio.
yeah.
Oh, who your food?
That's
That shit
crazy.
sad.
Yeah, I mean he kind of brought it on himself if you think about it, but I mean still you don't want to see nobody die.
Talk about
So-
the
so
karma,
real quick-
though. That's some
Yeah,
karma.
he was talking
That's-
some
yeah.
shit. So real quick, with y'all being from Florida, because I ain't from here and shit. How is that in this scene? Because in Baltimore, we lost some folks
Yeah.
in the rap scene
I don't
when
remember
I was
anybody
coming
ever
up,
getting
just on
that we
off
knew
some real
personally,
street shit.
other than X.
Yeah, I want to say probably X was like the biggest one to like happen like that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
So it really don't really be no crazy
Everything,
ass
everything we
It
always
is,
heard has
but-
always been like that, like Fulio, just
Yeah,
like beef shit.
exactly.
It's like it's not
shit
surprising.
you bring on
like,
yourself.
shit.
Shit.
Yeah,
Not
he
really,
was
like,
beefing with
mu-
what Young and
music.
Ace or
yeah,
Yeah,
Young and Ace, some Young and Ace.
And
Yeah.
the crazy shit is, when on Young and Ace's birthday, Young and Ace
He kept-
got shot and 3 of his friends died.
Oh.
Julio birthday, Julio died and 3 of his homies got shot.
Damn.
And he made a whole diss record, and it's so
And it was
crazy
in the
how
graveyard, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's so crazy how like karma works. Like literally the same shit he was dissing happened to him
happening.
right back, like the same exact way. I
That's-
was like, yo,
That's why I don't really even fuck with like that beef music
type of
all the
music,
time
yeah.
because it's just so negative, bro.
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
nothing good really come from it.
Yeah.
That's technically what New York drill is. Like, it's
Yeah.
a bunch
Or
of
what
homies
Chicago was.
dissing each other's dead homies.
That's why I love Trap
on the
Lord Ross
beat.
because
It's
he be
crazy.
breaking that shit down. Like
Yeah.
you think it's a song, but it's really like he just dissed like 10 different people in one
Yeah.
time. You didn't even know you didn't catch it.
He's like, DTK got killed. And I fucking did it. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like,
Bro.
Yeah, you can't even
That's-
feel that.
But
shit.
people be bopping to it, and I'm like, I don't understand how.
It
That's
sounds
why
I
it's
just
kinda
can't.
like what New
People
York
be-
is
people
doing
don't be
now.
knowing.
They don't know what they're saying. It just
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
good. Like,
Yeah,
but-
people
And it's the
people don't
production.
care, bro.
vicariously,
People
don't
care.
vicariously live through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
the
music.
13, 14, 15-year-olds
I'm
just
about to say
bopping to
those are the
that.
ones that's crashing out too. I mean, it's just
Yeah, they're all young,
Thinking that
bro.
shit
They're all
real.
teenagers.
But Cash Cobain and them, they making it fun.
That's what I'm saying.
They just talking about
Like,
fucking bitches and getting fucked up.
I like that, bro, because they're taking the same like drum pattern, but just pitching the samples down.
So is that
and
drill
make
music
it-
though? Because
It-
drill music is when you drill, that means
Mhm.
you spinning the
Yeah,
block.
they
call
type
it
think the
shit.
Jersey
subject matter.
drill.
The
They call
subject
it
matters what
Jersey
makes it
drill.
drill.
Yeah.
Jersey drill.
I think it
So
goes
it's
down
like a
to a
mix.
sound, not so much more the content.
Yeah.
It's more so about the sound.
I just wondered, and if it's about the sound, how did drill come into that?
What you mean?
Like, how did it get the name drill music? If it,
From the UK.
I feel like it came from the UK.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought drill started in Chicago. Though.
Drill, yeah. I
It
first
did.
heard
Yeah,
it was
then drill
Chicago.
music started in Chicago,
The beats,
Drill music
yeah,
was
but
popular in
Chicago,
Chicago, but
and then UK had the wave, and then that's when like the
I
whole.
thought
I think
Pop
what Fats
Smoke
said,
that's
that-
like
I think that
essential-
He's saying the UK motherfuckers was doing that shit before we even heard that.
well,
it
a
was
lot of
called
people in
drill.
the UK, you got your boom bap lovers out there that are huge boom bap, and the sound maybe some of the
Your
beats.
boom bap lovers.
Yeah,
Nah.
you know boom bap.
African
Yeah.
Mambata.
yeah.
Tribe Called Quest.
They just like hip hop over there because they don't get it as often as we get it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But I
they-
feel like all the different drills are different sounds. Like Chicago drill, we could say
Of course.
started it,
Yeah.
but they really sound like actual good songs. Like
Yeah.
when Chief Keef, Lil Durk, who else?
Reese.
Breezy.
Yeah,
600 Breezy.
Fo-
they were actually
UK
like making records out
UK
of those songs.
UK.
And then when you went over to the UK, it's about talking about sliding on other. Yeah, they talked about it in Chicago, but it was like more hardcore. Like they
U-
said it way crazier.
UK
And then when it came to New York, they're literally just like offbeat on the song, like crazy offbeat.
UK drill is a subgenre of drill music and road rap that originated in South London district of Brixton from 2012 onwards. While being sonically distinct from Chicago drill music, it embraces the aesthetic and melds of the road rap, a British style of gangster rap
Yeah, Roadman.
that became popular in the years prior to the existence of drill. So they similar, but
They cousins basically.
pretty much. Let's see when Chicago.
It's saying that they were established before Chicago drill.
It
They,
said-
they were around before Chicago drill.
When did Chief Keef come out?
Like 20, yeah.
It's
11,
2010.
So shit. I think Chicago started that shit.
No, he just said that they were around before. I think it just said they
It
were
was road because it was considered road rap.
road rap.
Over
But
there.
Chicago made it like.
What y'all think about this?
Same thing. It says the same thing. Originated in the early 2010s.
Oh, cousins, yeah, cousins.
Sonically similar to trap music, gangster rap subgenre,
Pull that freshman list up.
and that'd be the
That's an
thing.
interesting ass list.
I think that's the most fitting list we've had in a very long time.
Really?
Which one? The
Who
new
do you guys feel
freshman
like
list?
should have been on that list?
Was Low Shimmy on it last year?
I don't think he was.
Nah, but I feel like he's just now getting. Look at all the people that
He
like.
should, I feel like he should have been on
Look
it.
at
man. He was-
OT. Look at the Mexican OT.
Yeah.
He's been rocking for almost a year now,
Yeah.
and he's just now getting on.
Yeah.
So next year I feel
Probably
like
be on
Lil
it, yeah.
Shimmy would be on that shit.
So
But
you got it
shit,
right pull it
I
up?
saw
I'm
I
pulling
saw
it
a
up
video
right
of OT rapping when he was like 15 though. He
Yeah.
he was
I saw an interview,
rapping.
Joe Rogan said the
Yeah,
rap since he was 4.
but that doesn't classify you
As
being a
being
title
on.
part of the list.
Yeah.
They're looking at your journey with the rap shit and
you
getting
gotta be
on.
actually bubbling.
So
for
he
a
was
little
on for that record was popping for a minute. We was listening to that shit last year.
Yeah, well, I didn't even see the list. Yeah,
bit. You pull it up right now.
You said Mexican.
Yeah,
OT's
Cash
on there?
Cobain's on there, right?
Cash
Cash
Cobain's on
Cobain's
there.
on there. Who else on there?
I'm surprised they have Scarlett there. She's been around for a while, no?
Who is it?
Scarlett.
Scarlett, that Scarlett girl. No,
Yeah.
they probably had. She probably paid for that.
Yeah.
The chick with the
That's
chick with the
some
sword.
interesting shit.
Huh?
That's a chick with
Like,
the sword.
he's interesting,
I don't
though.
know. Does she
Yeah.
have a
Cut
sword?
lip.
She's still trying to figure it out.
I was surprised Fort Bass was on there. That's
You surprised he's on there?
Oh, he
Yeah.
paid.
Just because, like, I thought he would be more like R&B route. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the freshman list is kind of like
His
rap.
mute. Have
But
y'all
maybe
listened
that's
to all
changing
his
too,
shit?
though.
I
Like,
listened to the project. It's like really like R&B
R&B as fuck.
Yeah.
But just because
Yeah.
the way he looks and dresses, they're gonna call him rap for sure.
Yes, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
yeah, because his video.
But that's
be,
more alternative than anything.
yeah.
All right, here's the list. He's been
well,
popping
Big
for
X
a
the
li-
plug.
BX the plug.
He's been going hard.
He's been going hard for a minute. The Mexican OT. Lay Banks.
See, I haven't heard of her.
That's
Yeah, she make all the music for the kids.
I
never heard of her.
She been around for a little minute
She
too.
more like
She
pop.
make all the
She's more
middle,
pop.
like middle
Nah,
school
she
pop.
raps.
She be
kids
talking
pop
some
rap.
shit though.
Yeah.
No, but she be talking some shit. I'll fuck your nigga. I'll fuck your nigga and kids in there.
Take your
I'll fuck your nigga. I'm like, yo, these kids right here. All right. So Lay Banks, Boss Man D-Lo.
Definitely, that's a well-deserved one for sure.
Never heard of this guy.
Richard Mary, Richard Mary been going.
I never
Richard
heard of
Mary.
her.
Not the big fans of his music. but
Scarlet.
Definitely got emotion.
Haven't heard of
Honcho.
Honcho goes.
Honcho
Okay, I heard of
This
Honcho.
Honcho thing is crazy. We can talk about that off air. This Honcho thing is really crazy because he looks like somebody.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy, bro. He's probably like, nope. Make him. That shit's sick, bro. Four Bats.
Four Bats.
Maya the Don.
I don't know who that is, but I think
She got some records. She got some.
that Don't Play With It record, right, with Lola Brooks. Was she featured on that?
No, I don't think she was on there.
She.
She might be though, but nah, she has some joints. But Cash Cobain, Skillet Baby, girls love him,
Yeah.
and that's
Who's
it.
that?
Who's I don't even remember the one last year. So like I could, but it seems like a solid list.
Not that's solid as fuck.
Yeah.
That's a very like I said compared to the list that I remember seeing. Because I mean, when's the last time we really talked about
The list, yeah.
the top 10 freshman list? But that's pretty solid.
It used to be a fucking moment, bro. Like when that shit came
Yo, if
out.
you ain't make the
Huge
list,
one.
you wasn't there. You
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it.
That
Yeah.
defined it. I think the last really good list is probably like
What, with
2016,
with Nip and them?
The Kodak one.
Oh,
The Kodak,
21,
yeah.
Kodak.
The Kodak, and then
Yeah, but that was a
the
good
last
that was a good
Denzel
list if
Curry
you
was
look
on
at
that
them
one, I
now
think.
what they're doing. But when Kodak and all, I mean that Cypher shit was whack to me.
Mm.
I think for me personally, the last list that I actually enjoyed and we got to see them flourish was with Big Sean
Yeah.
that was
Nip
interesting
and
time,
French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What and
and
was
Wiz.
Kendrick on that?
Currency was
Yeah,
on
I
there.
Kendrick
think
was on one.
was on that.
Yeah. Drake never had a freshman cover.
No, because he don't care about that.
Yeah, compared to the 23 list,
23 list.
I kind of like this list.
I'm about to read the
better.
23
Go ahead,
list.
23.
Finesse 2 times.
All right.
I can see that.
Lola Brooke.
Raw 49 go crazy.
Rob 49.
Yeah.
Friday. Singer. Another one of them frog voice ass niggas. I'm about to fucking R&B. Right the fuck now, nigga. Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Yeah, Glow.
Too Rare.
Where is
Yeah.
he?
Exactly.
I guess it's too rare.
He's
Yeah,
rare.
exactly.
I have no
This
idea
nigga-
who that is.
This nigga got the white chalk on his
Yeah, do you
hairline.
know?
That shit extra thick too. Pause.
I have no idea
I
who
don't
that is.
either.
Sleazy World Go.
I've heard of him. I heard it. He has some songs. Yeah. Yeah.
He, he definitely
This
looks
is
like an
23.
African. He African?
This is last year.
This
He
is
look
last
like
year.
a scammer for sure. Central C.
He said he looked like
Okay.
a scammer.
Real Boston Richie.
It's
Boston
actually
Richie.
not a bad list.
I fuck with Boston Richie.
Lil Tyler.
It's not a bad list last year.
Tia Corinne.
Yeah, that was a good list last year.
I don't know who this guy is. DC the Don.
I don't know who he is.
He's a temp spot winner, so he must have paid for it. Or won some contest or some shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Is the top 10 freshman list even something? Does it hold as much weight as it did back in the day?
Me
I don't think
personally,
so.
nah. But where now looking at that list, where do you guys think music is going? Because if you look at the trend from
Oh,
2023 and the trend of 2024,
I think the freshman list was just the product of the time we were in, the blog
Florida.
era. The blog era. So everything was the internet then. It was only certain spots that we used to go to get certain shit, and XSL was one of them. So that list was a moment. Now there's so many. It's a statement still, thing, but I don't think anybody doesn't get it is like, oh, I didn't get it. Fuck. Like,
Yeah, I don't care about it.
Yeah,
no
they.
more.
Anybody that's buzzing and think they're worthy to get it, they probably have their own little niche and own little
I'll put it like-
demographic
I'll
that they're
put it like
focused
this.
on. Anyway.
I didn't even think about a freshman list until
Yeah.
just now.
Yeah.
No, niggas ain't really.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's important to motherfuckers the way it used to be.
Mm-mm. But we gonna see though.
Who do-
But all
who-
those people buzzing.
Out of all those people on the list, who do y'all think is gonna go like the furthest?
Let's see
Like
who's
Like the
on-
best career?
Probably Cash Cobain.
I would say, yeah. Right now, I'd say Cash Cobain, or
Or Boss Man D-Lo?
I want to see what the Mexican OT can do too.
Mexican OT kind of slowing down right
Yeah.
now though.
Yeah.
But Mexican OT, he can go. He had that Mexican record,
So he
not
can do
Mexican,
whatever,
Hispanic
though.
record.
True,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Sound like a Mexican sound of music.
Car-
Like
Speaking about that, Cardi B talking about should I do a
Record.
Spanish
She don't know what to do.
Spanish album?
She don't know
Cardi
what
B
to
don't want to
do.
make music no more,
Yeah.
man.
She just needed to
She just gotta
chill.
be a feature
She gotta
artist.
make
Get
music.
that money,
She
bro.
gotta honor her contract. Else she's stressing, trying to figure out.
Probably.
I agree with that. Just a feature
Yeah,
artist.
that's it. I'll say the biggest artist on there that might have the most longevity is like Cash Cobain, SLT.
I mean, BX the plug.
And BX the plug could go crazy too, but I don't know. I think Fort Bass has a more long career.
I don't know, bro.
Fort Bass, I think
You
Fort
think
Bass.
so?
Fort Bass
It's
might
his-
just be a moment. He might be gone by
bro.
next year. I don't know.
Maybe, but I don't
Those songs
know.
might get
His-
those songs might get
What did I
boring.
do to deserve? 'Cause
Shit.
when I sing a song, I'm singing Drake
He
part.
really
Yeah.
has a decent management team, so that's what I'm interested to see.
You know why? You know why he not gonna work?
Or you say that?
Cause niggas forgot about 24 hours. AKA Royce Rizzy. He was already doing that shit.
That's crazy.
Maybe it was too soon.
As soon as you forget,
It was too
that's
soon.
soon. Yeah, I don't know. I just think, like he said, I think that was a moment, bro. I think
And
he
he
did
kind of
something.
sound like he kind of remind me of Party too in some ways.
I think
now
he
there's
was
other
Surprised
people doing
Tizo
that shit.
touchdowns now. On
He
that.
strikes
Probably,
me
bro.
as a
He Rolling Stone shit.
Bro, yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. That's
Tizo on a
that's
whole
the
nother
real
level.
freshman.
He's
Yeah, I
on
don't
a
think
whole
Tizo
nother
gonna fuck
level.
about that
T-
shit.
yeah, Tizo is so.
He's like, I cover Rolling
in his
Stone,
own
I'm chilling.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
on a whole nother level
Yeah.
for real. But
Yeah.
nah, it don't hold it don't hold that weight no more.
Nah,
Yeah.
definitely not.
And I think it's also because who the fuck is reading magazines?
Right.
That's a fact, too.
Yo,
Still print them?
Yeah.
Sometimes you go to a newsstand.
hey, did Party Next Door drop his best album ever?
No.
Like
Well,
ever in
I'm
his
not
life?
gonna hold you. That
Ever
last
like
album is a vibe.
Here comes
bro.
Justin.
It's okay.
I don't know if
Justin's
this is his
take.
best album.
Never
but
heard anything
that
better
shit
in my
sets
life.
The mood.
The
You
classic.
don't listen to music.
The classic Justin
oh
hot
my,
take.
that's why he hasn't listened to his other stuff. You gotta
No,
listen.
I like this first one, the one with
Justin's just
Break
now
from
getting into this
Toronto.
shit. Fucking with us.
What was the album with Break from Toronto, Make a Mill with
You
her?
talking about like
That was-
that's like
That's fucking.
part. That's like
shit.
it's
His
yeah,
first
his
shit,
first
right?
shit.
Yeah.
When he was skinny.
Yeah.
See, you know Fat Party.
I didn't even know he got fat.
We knew Skinny
Yeah.
Party.
got.
He was fat. When he popped, he was skinny.
Now he's fat
And
again.
then now
I
he's
would
like,
say
I'm
he's
good.
fat. He's wider.
So that's what y'all call me? Because y'all
Yeah.
call me fat.
You know, we call you Fats.
You know what I'm saying?
You called
like you
yourself
now?
fat. You introduced
He's like you
yourself
now?
as fat.
Yeah.
Who?
Did you see him perform recently? He just
So
performed somewhere
speaking
recently.
of, he's
He just wear
coming
big
to
ass
Miami.
Before
And I wanted to go see
I
him,
would
but I
follow
saw
Party.
a video of him performing,
He
and
don't
it
sound
wasn't
that
that
good.
great.
he's fat now.
He does no. Party never
But it
really
doesn't
sounded
hit. Like,
that
if you-
good.
I don't know,
Is he on
Adele-
tour right now?
Yeah, he's on tour.
'Cause
He's
I
coming
think-
at the end of July, but he has
Adele
2
was
shows
fat,
out
she-
here.
And I think Rolling Loud
Yeah,
was a part of that.
I don't
perform-
know.
one
He
of-
has
he-
like his own tour. He
Yeah.
has 2 shows back to back here in Miami, but the videos don't look good, and
Let me
I'm
ask you a question.
worried
Is he-
because I really wanted to see him. I'm so glad I haven't
Does-
bought the tickets yet, though.
Didn't he perform at what's the
No.
name?
He hasn't performed in a while. I haven't seen
He
him.
didn't perform at
Dreamville.
Dreamville?
No. Mm-mm. Who are you thinking of?
I feel like I seen him. I seen him perform on one of them streaming joints recently on something.
Right?
And I-
It doesn't hit like it
And I
does in
was
the car.
like, nah, a studio. Ty Dolla
Yeah, for
Right.
sure. Yeah. Does his since you're a fan of him and any male artist that you like, does their looks pay anything, do anything with your fandom? Like the fact that like, are you attracted to the
helps.
guys
It
you like,
doesn't
or you just like
hurt,
because they're
though.
they're
Like if
fans?
he's ugly, I'm still gonna listen.
Yeah.
But if he's good looking, oh, that helps. You know. I don't actually listen to rock.
That's sad ass nigga,
Yeah,
man. I'm
man.
tired of him,
That's
bro.
it.
Yo, this
I want him to switch up his
Justin,
music.
you
I'm about to give you a new album. This album hurt for real, but I'm still gonna give it to you. Shut up.
The album hurt for real?
Fucking rich. Shut up.
Right.
You are so emotionally
I
draining.
haven't listened
Hey, you
to
talking
why I
about
listen to
Justin's
your
favorite
shit.
artist,
Bro,
man?
he went viral because his BM was like, I guess like fucking around sleeping around and whatnot.
Cause he's probably
That's
sad as
just
fuck.
crazy.
He
He's
probably,
like, nigga, why you
they
always
said his next
sad?
album about to go triple platinum, bro.
Oh,
That's
no.
wild.
Extra sad.
So
That's
you're
wild.
looking. You see, that's corny to me.
it's weird though, cause
Give me your
I
money.
do.
That's
I
his
do
bag.
see
He
girls.
plays off the sadness.
Give me
I
your
do
money.
see girls like shit. When I at one of my jobs, man, I swear every time I walk past this girl, she got Rod Wave
Rod
playing.
Wave.
Now, Rod Wave, he wave.
My sister
Yeah.
loves him.
I
I
think
just-
I'm in the middle
I
of
don't
this
know
club
why.
and I wanna
Nah,
die.
hold you. His show in Fort Lauderdale, that shit was crazy. That
No, I
shit,
believe it.
like,
Ain't from
bro,
Florida?
Yeah, he is.
Orlando or
That's
some shit.
another artist
Yeah.
that's from Florida. That's kind
He's
of
Florida
like
boy.
doing
Orlando.
crazy numbers
He's like
when
Tampa,
you think about
Orlando.
it.
Yeah, Tampa, yeah,
there,
some
right?
big-
I don't
big
know
old-
why. He sing better than fucking Ty Dolla $ign.
Hey,
Oh, he can sing.
Listen, not too much on Ty Dolla.
Ooh yeah, yeah.
Didn't he pop out from like a clip of him singing at school or something?
Who?
Rod
Rod
Wave.
Wave.
I
Oh,
don't know.
I'm not
I
familiar.
think that's how he-
I
that
think
shit went viral.
I've heard one too many whiny songs from him that like I don't even give him a chance.
Every time
You don't hear that shit.
when I hear it come on, I change.
fuck
I
wrong
change
with
the
you, man?
channel,
Yeah.
bro. I ain't.
I'm
That
not
ain't my
doing
cup
it
of
to
tea.
myself. Yeah.
Shit, anything else y'all want to talk about?
I got a new 40s on the Jeep. Yeah, so
Y'all ready for-
y'all love Drake still?
Of course.
Yes.
It's Drake. It's
No,
the
because
boy.
Travis said
But-
that he can't look at Drake the same. So I'm trying to see
Honestly,
everybody else tell me.
how I look
I
at
can't-
it is
Travis is
like
part of the Drake hater
I don't
game. We
think
know
he's
this.
ever gonna have that like the way how we look at the king of rap. I don't think Drake can never be the king of rap.
No,
That's how I feel.
and I don't
They're
want.
gonna turn that
That's
nigga to Eminem.
I think.
Ah.
I think Drake, how it's going. I can't look at him the same. I can't look at him coming out on no gangster shit.
I
now.
don't believe you.
Exactly. I don't think I want to hear another album with Drake talking that gangster mob type.
Nah,
shit. I'm cool.
That's
I
some
just
of his
want
best
Drake.
shit.
But
That's his
bruh,
best bag.
Oh, no,
But
I
is
got
it
ties.
believable after what this man Kendrick just did to him,
nah.
bro?
I need
You
Drake
can't. I
voice
feel
with the
like-
melody, like you said.
Yeah.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Real. It's crazy because literally this morning I was on Twitter and somebody posted the reference track of Mob Ties and Vori was actually the one.
Yeah, I see
And
that.
it's the whole the hook,
Yeah,
Shit, we
everything.
love him for mob time.
and I love Mob Ties.
Bro.
And then I saw the No Stylist reference track.
That's
That
crazy.
was
For real? There was
Too many
No
references.
Stylist. Yeah, it's
His verse?
everything.
I got a game to
the
squeeze.
Whole, bro.
That's crazy. I didn't even know he had a reference
Running with
for
me.
that. That
Nah,
is
because that's a
weird.
feature, bro. Damn,
Yeah,
that's
nah.
what's up.
You cannot take away from his delivery, his
Nah,
persona.
nobody-
No, I'm not.
like-
I'm not.
nobody's
No,
taking away.
I'm not.
Because
I-
I think
because
like
those songs
sometimes
only
not
hit
the
the
message.
Those
I think
songs
he's
only
an
hit the way that-
entertainer. Whether or not he's a
I want to hear more
rap
Drake.
artist, that's a whole different conversation. But I think he's still an entertainer.
I'll listen to Drake house music.
So we don't.
That's what I want. I want
Yeah.
another Honestly Nevermind. If I get another Honestly Nevermind project,
So
from
y'all
Drake,
don't want another Tuscan leather?
Nah,
Yeah,
bruh.
of course
Give
we
me,
do.
bruh.
What?
Yeah, I'd
Honestly,
take
bruh.
that.
Roast. What?
I
Drake
feel
needs
like
to
I
for
got
what he
enemies.
needs to
Got a
do,
lot of
I
enemies.
feel like for
Thank you,
a
Eli.
rebrand,
for being here.
go that honestly Nevermind route, bruh. Act in a few movies.
I don't wanna
real
see
quick,
no
bruh,
Instagram
and-
reels.
His
and do
career will be
no
over.
features.
His career will be over.
Nah, bro.
Yes, it
you
will.
gotta think
I
about
want to
it,
see
bro.
no
A lot
pics
of
of
people
you.
fuck
I want to
with
see
his
no
album,
selfies
bro.
of you, a selfie reel of you with fucking Drake
better not
reel
quote him.
playing in your
Bro.
selfie reel. I know how you be
I'm
posting.
sorry,
I see
if-
the pictures you be taking. I know.
I love Drake with the
I
melodies.
fell in
bruh.
love with
I'm not
Drake.
gonna hold you,
My
bro.
thing is, I fell in love with Drake with the bars. I think that's what it
Yeah.
started on. But then him being able
But,
to
like,
harmonize
so wait.
just made it even like,
So
oh, this
yeah.
nigga's an anomaly.
I think there's
But he
like
never
three
stopped with the
genres
bars.
of Drake. So there's Drake with the melody, Drake with the bars, and then Drake talking the gangster rap. Cause like my thing is, I don't like when Drake is like talking that body bag.
It's
look
kind of,
bag.
but see, then that's the
Yeah.
case.
Like-
But then if that's the case,
I can't believe that.
you
bruh.
got to delete
Hit 'em
half of
while
your
through the
discography
turn.
out your phone right now.
Bruh.
Because how many motherfuckers do we listen to every day that do not live that life?
Exactly.
They rapping their cousin life. They rapping their brother life. They rapping their daddy life. They rapping their homeboy like they hang around with on the way all the time.
And Drake really don't even talk that shit. He talks that shit from a boss
He's from a boss.
standpoint.
I got
Yeah,
ties.
he never
I pay my
says that I
ties.
shot anybody. I done anything. It's always like Chubb's gonna do it. Trap gonna do it. Like I don't think it's ever like he's really talking gangster. I just
All
think
I'm
because
saying
it's
is
not
Drake.
nice.
Because it's
He
Drake.
wrote for Baca.
Bruh.
Because it's Drake. People get mad at it. Because
That's,
it's
why-
Drake.
that's my only thing. Like we cannot discredit this man's.
I don't think nobody's
Career.
discrediting it. It's just
Nah, man.
I
Joe
don't know.
Budden talking
I'm
over here
mov-
about
I'm
the
moving
dismantlement
forward.
of Drake. Like, come on,
I'm
bro.
moving
Like,
forward with it, man.
As a fan, as a Drake fan, and I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a Drake fan. I'm not gonna sit here and say this like I'm not a Drake fan. But as a Drake fan,
That's what you want.
after watching this whole Kendrick shit
It's,
happen,
yeah, bro.
that's what I want. I think for Drake, I think Drake needs to show some growth with his music, bro. And
say
that's
that.
where
Say that.
I would want to see him.
Because you took the
take
words
it
right out of
now.
my head. Say
Because
that.
It's like if he's able to do that
He's
after this entire beef, bro.
yeah.
Then it's
We need
like,
to miss the
alright,
morale. We need a four. We
shit.
need a 444.
We need a therapy session Drake
Nah, I'm
album,
with-
but like
that's what
I would
needs to
love
happen.
for it to be on some singing Drake melody vibes.
I
bruh.
still want.
like
I'd rather
like
you
his
rap.
early shit, bro. Like
Rap on a J Dilla
like,
beat though.
Bro, the take
Just come
care-
back with some quality shit.
That's
something,
it.
something undeniable.
But
That's
I
it.
think that's the bigger. But see,
I
that
don't-
comes with. But see, oh, I gotta cut your shit. I'm sorry. The growth and the maturity in the music.
Yeah.
That's until he leaves the little yachties and all them
Yes,
alone.
bro.
We're
I
not
don't
gonna
want
get
that.
the. We're not gonna get the rap that we deserve
Yeah.
from him. We're not gonna get the 444. He gotta want to not be. I don't even want to say it's him wanting to be relevant. I think it is him just trying to stay in tune with what's going on.
Yeah, he's
and
latching
what
on
people,
to-
and what people like.
Yeah.
How he does it kind of sucks.
But I
'cause
feel like he doesn't have to do that, bro.
But he
Like,
hasn't matured.
It's
It's,
just
kind of like what I want from Wayne.
word.
Wayne just raps.
Yeah.
Word.
That's why when he drops these albums, we're like, eh. But when he'll get on the feature,
I
we're
don't
like,
think we'll
yo,
ever get
that
that
shit
from
crazy. But I would love to get a 444 from
I
Wayne.
don't think we ever get that.
I would love to get
That would be great.
That's
Mr.
not
Morale.
Some conscious Wayne. That'd be insane.
Conscious, right?
Just a Wayne where we're
I just like
hearing
the-
about his life.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
I like
That
the
doesn't mean he's
freestyle.
conscious.
I like freestyle Wayne.
But you know what I mean? Like something like more personal. Like
Yeah,
not
sta-
just
But a
guns, money, and fucking like he says pussy at every fucking line.
And,
I
and
love
just,
Wayne, but
and just
Like
a
hella
million
bars, like,
entendres
yeah.
that I have to use a
Unnecessary.
dictionary for. I'd rather you tell me a story.
Yeah.
Because my thing is like, the reason why I think separates Drake and Kendrick is like I feel like Kendrick is really when it comes down to, I feel like he creates body.
He, absolutely.
Not to discredit anything to Drake's album because Drake's albums do.
They just got
slap.
hits.
But that's what I'm saying.
They're just filled with good songs like
But-
Thriller.
Bruh, I remember listening to Good Kid, Mad,
Mad
City.
City, yeah.
It's a story.
That shit, bro. The feeling that I just felt after that shit.
Yeah.
Even
It's
to
like
this
Kanye,
day,
too.
bro.
Kanye's like
yeah,
that.
Kanye, bro. If you listen to Kanye's first 4 projects, bro, it feels
College
really-
Dropout.
Bro, it feels like a whole story. And like I feel like Drake, he had that with Take Care, and
And nothing was the same.
And the same.
And I think after that, it kind of just started. We just making hits.
Nothing was
I
the same.
think Views had some.
flops, but, yeah.
I don't think any of Drake's albums really
I
have that
think-
story feel, but Views kind of had a
Yeah.
feel of
I'll
like
say Take
when he
Care
was
is
pushing the Toronto shit. He was really trying to put the city on. Views kind of had that overall feel of what he was trying to go around with the sound in his city and what he was trying to create. But none of his projects really have like that. Like the Good Kid, Mad City had like skits and his mom and his
Yeah.
dad.
I can hit
talking and
play.
shit like that.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
like that.
Just let it
Yo,
play.
And that's what I
Exactly.
want out
that's
of
the same
music.
thing with J. Cole, with some of J. Cole albums too. Not
Forest
all
Hill
J. Cole
Drive.
albums,
Yeah.
but Forest Hill Drive.
It play.
He could do that. I that's a project that I want from Drake, where it's just like, bro, I can like play this shit and I can undeniably say, like, this is a fucking classic.
And still give me,
Like-
still give me bars. Still give me dance. Still give me please hold on, we're going home. I want all of that.
Yeah.
I want all of that. Just, I'm 35 now. When I started listening to you, I was 18.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a while.
20 probably. Yeah.
Come on, what we doing?
You gotta
Let's
think about the
really
growth.
talk. Let's really talk about some shit. Like, do
Yeah.
you got problems?
Yo,
Because listening, my friends back at home get on me all the time because we share our top, like the most listened songs in the year shit with each other every year. And I always have Kendrick in my shit. They always make fun of me.
He got problems.
Mr. Morale shit was on every fucking list on my Apple Music. Bro, that was a therapy session. I feel those things. I'm going through those things. I felt those things.
That's how I felt listening to Kanye, Life of Pablo.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like, so that's why I keep going back. But Drake, I have to be in a certain kind of mood or it have to come on shuffle and shit. Not saying I skip it every time. I always let it play.
But
But
I got my Drake songs.
he's
all my
just
time.
not, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
Like,
they're scattered. Those records are scattered.
Scattered, yeah.
Those records are on the package joint where he gave us all the SoundCloud and OVO
Yeah.
records.
I feel like he gives us
Go
a
back to that.
playlist. Yeah.
That was a time.
For sure. But shit, man.
What real quick, Jose? What would you want to see from Drake next project? Because
I just want to see something that's like undeniable, like just like a good project that you actually doesn't seem rushed. I like his last project, but it did seem like he kind of rushed a little bit. He did put the pressure on himself by saying he was going to come out, and then he didn't drop it, so we were all waiting for it. I think you should take a break, let this shit die down, because you obviously took an L. And
Don't be a
Kendrick is
dad.
doing what anybody should do when they got the big W. He's standing on it. He's rubbing it in your face. He's standing on business. But Drake, just take a vacation. Go away for a little bit.
Cool, bro.
Just chill for a
He
little
always
bit.
on vacation.
You know what I'm saying? But like vacation from music.
yeah.
And get back in the studio, maybe get re-inspired, work with some new people, and just give us something that's undeniable. I'm gonna be a Drake fan forever, so like,
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
but that's what I want to see from him. Don't put out something now that's rushed just because you feel like you gotta respond and you gotta keep your spot. Because your
That-
spot's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Put something out that we can't deny. We're
I
like,
feel like
this
I
is
got
why, this is Drake.
I feel like personally, I got enough from him to I can still go back and listen to, but I don't really look forward to nothing new.
I want a Nothing Was the Same, like another version, but like an older version.
Right.
Talking
see
about
that.
life, what he's doing, shit with the kid.
Yeah.
Like now he's still
Let
just
me know you
rapping
got
about
some
like
baby
fucking
mama
bitches
drama, nigga.
doing this,
Exactly.
getting done wrong, but like I want
Everything
Nothing
ain't
Was the
Peters
Same.
and cream, nigga.
Exactly.
I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Like, I'll take a 9-10 track project. That'll be good, bro.
Yeah.
I think Hov gonna give us a project this year.
That'd be great. That'd be
If
great.
Hov give us a project, I'm interested in how it's gonna sound.
Hey.
Like it has to.
Rihanna's coming.
it has to be right. And Rihanna,
Rihanna is
I've
dropping.
heard Rihanna is definitely
Cli-
working on a project.
Clips I heard is
Clips,
drop.
yo,
Yeah,
they got
I'm
Stove God on
interested
that
on
bitch.
that project.
Stove God and the
Really?
Neptunes.
Hold on, what?
Is
Stove
gonna
God
be
on
He
Billions?
got, he got Stove. They got a
That's
Stove God
crazy.
feature on that bitch,
That's
boy.
Hey, it fits.
Boy.
It fits. Pusha T and Stove.
I
Come
looked at
on.
the names on this ASAP Rocky album.
Man, I already know it's gonna be
Man.
trash, bro.
Yo, give him a chance.
I have
I'm
no
gonna give him a chance.
expectations.
I'm gonna give him a chance. I give him a chance to pass 3, and they all suck.
No, no
Bro.
bullshit.
So, like,
Rest in
Come
peace.
on,
but I'm gonna
Rest
give
in
him another
peace.
chance
Rest in
because I
peace.
fucking
Yams.
love him as an artist, but
Bro.
he just sucks. It's just we'll
Rest
see.
in peace, Yams.
I'm interested to see how his
Testing was
sound
ass.
is, bro. 'Cause,
Testing
like,
Testing was
sucked.
bad.
I feel like he
Literally
has
what the
some
fuck he was
fire ass
doing. He was testing
producers
shit. He was
on this
testing
new
shit.
album.
Yeah, he's got
But
the
like,
Alchemist.
where
fucking-
Rocky, I feel like Rocky got to go into his strengths. Where he always wins is the visual, bro. He needs
Yeah.
to drop
Yeah.
a fucking visual for every fucking song for this project.
That's what got
and
us all
make
into
that
him.
shit, bruh.
That white girl with the
That's what
grill
I'm
saying nigga.
bro. That
Who
shit was
this girl
crazy
on
shit.
World Star
I
saying nigga?
And why is her hair green, bro?
Yeah.
Like, that
With the-
shit is
with the
crazy,
grill?
I
bro.
want Rocky
I
to
watched that
rap,
shit
though.
15 times, and then I
That
seen
shit
the
was
fucking
legendary,
those
bro.
Adidas with the bones on it.
Everything about that
Shit,
video, everything about
that
that video was
LSD
legendary.
visual
Bro,
was
that's
crazy.
what I'm
The Jeremy
saying,
Scotts,
bro.
man.
I had never heard of Jamie Scott since I seen that shit. Like,
If Rocky wants to make this project a classic, like, give us some hard ass beats and some hard visuals.
But he's also now he's got kids too. You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
It's a different type of inspiration.
I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what he's gonna talk about because he might be on that Drake shit where he's got so much fucking money and so much shit. He might drop something that's out of reach of like people like that can relate
I
to.
think I
You know what I'm
low key
saying? But-
think Rocky knows he got to drop something hard,
Like rap
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Like,
or
not no,
he's
like,
gonna be Stedman.
bullshit.
Stedman.
Straight up. He gonna be the
That's
stay at home.
hilarious.
He gonna be the
Especially
stay at home
Rihanna's album.
dad.
Especially if Rihanna drops a good one. He
Hello.
drops a trash one.
Hello.
People's anticipating.
Because off rip, Rihanna's album's gonna outsell him by a mile.
Just off the strength of who
his
she is.
Yeah, exactly.
But
so
the money coming home. But
he's gotta drop some
regardless, though,
quality.
Yeah.
I think he knows he got it, or he gonna be fucking Stedman, bro. Sit your ass at home, take care of them kids, and look good. And whenever you can, probably whenever you want, you can get a fucking fashion show at Fashion Week just because of who you
Yeah.
are and who you
make
affiliated
some
with.
clothes.
Don't nobody want to see that bullshit.
That's what Drake said.
3 fucking layers of jeans.
Even
and
when
then
you
all
do
this other
drop, we gonna
weird
talk about your
bomber
fit again.
coats and fuck. Nobody want to see. Oh, that's just my ghetto expression. That's just because you can, because you got money.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Shit.
That shit.
Yo, drop a good album, nigga. Though.
Yo.
Drop a good album and drop some fire visuals. Even in the midst of those songs sucking though, as of late, the visuals is always fire.
Visuals always
Oh,
fire.
that's right. That's
So,
what
I
I'm
mean, you really
saying.
can't put out bad
Like-
visuals with that budget that you got. They got, bro, like that. Come on, you gotta put out. You can have a budget
I
like
don't
that.
know.
you
I feel
can't
like
put out bad visuals.
some artists, bro, they be having those same exact budgets and those videos be so
Yeah.
plain.
They don't know.
bro.
They don't have the
Do
right
the
people
same
around
shit.
them. That's all.
Jewelry, fucking
Or just be
cars,
forced.
half naked
Yeah.
girls, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit is like, bro, we seen it so many
That's
times.
a fact. But
Feel
shit,
me?
man, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Meet the
man.
Neighbors podcast, episode 32. Another beautiful Monday night.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you,
Thank-
Eli, coming
thank you
through,
guys for
man. Hell
having
yeah,
me.
bro.
Nah,
Thank you for
absolutely,
coming,
bro.
man.
Appreciate you, Brody.
Make sure y'all tap in with
See
Nomi
you
Village.
Saturday.
Nomi Village, bro.
It's
outside
at the Nomi Village.
at the Nomi Village, at thenomivillage.com.
Friday, Saturday, Sundays.
Shit, every day.
Wednesdays.
For real.
Check out the food truck. We got the best food trucks in Miami.
Yes, sir.
Telling you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Follow
sir.
Eli on Instagram. What,
Yes,
Eli
sir.
Hawkins?
Eli Hawkins, 2 S's at the end.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Greenie.
It's your boy FTK.
Boy, Trap in the building.
Shamar, Justin, Pam in the
You
back.
got the rascals in the back.
Shout out to our big dog Peter for coming in here and holding down the cameras. Our shooter.
Peter.
Keep a shooter on deck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Let's
Appreciate
go back.
you for real.
We out of here. About to go catch Panthers game 7.
Yeah,
Cats
get it.
up.
Cats
It's the
are up.
fucking Stanley.
Let's go.
Mustard on the beat.